To author your own questions in the OrcMath worksheet generator, drop down the LaTeX tab and type your question using almost any LaTeX formulae. In this example, I'm going to write a question on how to identify the center and radius of a circle given an equation that requires completing the square. If you are unfamiliar with LaTeX, some of your code may not appear as you expect. In this case, the words in the description of the problem appear as a string of variables, not as text. By clicking the question mark, a quick reference will appear to help you figure out why it isn't looking right. In this case, I need to specify plain text. Furthermore, I need to use 2 backslashes to indicate a line break. For advanced users of LaTeX, OrcMath will allow you to use formulae beyond those listed in the quick reference. Solution LaTeX only appears on the answer sheets. Once your problem appears to your liking, click the Add button. A copy of your question will appear in the table just like regular questions. Since the question in the table is only a copy, making further edits to your LaTeX will not affect any questions already in the table. Therefore, you can easily add variations of the same question just by editing the existing work in the LaTeX editor. In this case, I'm going to change the question by adding an equation with a center that is expressed as a fraction. Once again, I'm able to use the LaTeX quick reference to remember the syntax for writing fractions. When I realize the parentheses don't wrap around the fraction entirely, I also use the LaTeX quick reference to remind myself how to type smart parentheses. Notice when I click Add, a new copy of the updated text is added to the table. Now I'm just going to click Generate so I can see what the problems look like in an actual worksheet. If you need to edit a question that you've already added, click the question in the table. Clicking will insert the LaTeX from that question into the LaTeX editor. You can make your edits, and when you are done, click Add again. This will make a new copy appear in the table. Technically, you haven't edited the original, but a copy of the original. In fact, you can still bring up the original content by clicking again. However, if you drag the original into the trash, it has the same effect as copying.